सी स्पॉट से है। हेलो
लैपटॉप पे होस्टिंग कर, नॉट नेसेसरी, इसकी जरूरत नहीं है।
निकालो। हाँ बात तो आ रही है।
इसकी जरूरत नहीं है।
चार्जिंग
हाँ, चार्जिंग इधर लगा ना, इधर बैठ ना।
जज द लिसनर।
कितना चार्जिंग है?
A very good and a warm welcome to each of you. We are here for the event See Spot Say. So let me read the general rule for of the competition shall be English only. Everyone is requested to log in using their team code as their Zoom name only. Revealing identity in any manner will lead to disqualification. The participants must keep their videos on throughout the event. The participant should ensure proper network connectivity before and during the session. Participants shall not be given any extra time for speaking in case of disconnection due to low network or any technical glitch from the student side. In case there is any technical issue from the hosting of college side, the time limit extension will be done accordingly. All the participants must mute their mic during the event. Participants will be allowed to unmute their mic only when their turns to speak come. Now, let us quickly understand the rules for the event, and the same will be displayed on your screen. The competition will be of famous case laws, legal rules, maxims, theories, and doctrines. To each participant, 3 images will be shown. Out of 3 images, participants can identify all 3 images within 30 seconds and explain any one of it within the time limit of 10 minutes. In case of case laws, participants needs to ensure the explain the case law in the manner of introduction, fact, and judgment. For each correct answer, there will be a marks and the highest scorer will be the winner. Please type a yes in the Zoom chat as a confirmation that you have read and well understood the rules of the event. VTS04, kindly switch on your camera. Your time starts now, VTS04. Kindly identify the images. Explain. Your time is up, VTS4. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Screen is visible for you.
Yes. Yes. Not able
Can you
to
please identify any one of?
First image is for Shahabano cases, triple talaq.
Okay.
Second image for the religious freedom goes to school. Sorry, I can't able to identify the images.
Can you please explain the first image, Shabani case?
Okay. The first image is for Sahabanu ke Shaira Banu versus Union of India. That is triple talaq cases in which the introduction of the case is the sorry. Okay, sorry. start with the fact of the case. The date of the judgment of the case will be on 22nd August 2017. The fact of the case is that the petitioner Shaira Bano had been married to her husband Rizwan Ahmed for 15 years. After that, the Rizwan Ahmed has want to talak from Shah. The Shah Bano has filed a writ petition in the Supreme Court, court pleading to declare 3 practice talak e biddat, polygamy and hikat halas unconstitutional as they violate the fundamental right of a woman enriched in Article 14, 15, 21, and 25 of the Indian Constitutions. Nikah means a practice in which women who wish to remarry her husband must marry and get a divorce from a second husband before remarrying her first husband, while polygamy means the practice of a the practice of a Muslim man having over one wife. The fact of the case and the judgment was judgment was
Did you finish explaining your case law?
wait a minute. The judgment, the court held that in Shahbano case versus Union of India, Muslim Personal Law Application Act 1937 is void, where it recognized and enforced triple talaq. Article 31 clause 1, which state that all laws in phase immediately before the commencement of the current constitution, including the 1937 Act, are void, where they are inconsistent with the fundamental right enriched in the constitution. The conclusion of the act is that sorry, I had finished.
Okay. So judges, do you have any questions to ask her?
Yes, I have one question. The case is related to UCC. So, which article of the Constitution related to UCC?
And whether UCC is applicable in Maharashtra?
Sorry, ma'am, I'm not able to hear you properly.
This case is relating to Saira Bano case, okay, which is relating to UCC. What is UCC and under which article the UCC has been defined, and whether in Maharashtra UCC has been followed?
UCC, okay. Okay, UCC for
What is UCC first of all?
Uniform Civil Code, I think.
So under which article UCC has been defined?
Article 44.
Okay, so whether in the state of Maharashtra UCC is applicable?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, VTR04. You can leave this meeting and the result will be declared soon. Thank you.
हे सगळं बोलून
VTS02, are you there?
Yes,
VTS02.
yes, BTS 02.
A very good and a warm welcome to each of you. We are here for the event C Spot. So let me read the general rule for you all. The language of the competition shall be English only. The language of the competition shall be English only. Everyone is requested to log in using their team code as their Zoom name only. Revealing identity in any manner will lead to disqualification. The participants must keep their videos on throughout the event. Ensure proper network connectivity before and during the session. Participants shall not be given any extra time for speaking in case of disconnection due to low network or any technical glitches from the student side. In case there is any technical issues from the hosting of the college side, the time limit extension will be done accordingly. All the participants must mute their mic during the event. Participants will be allowed to unmute their mic only when their turns to speak come. Now let us quickly understand the rules for the event, and the same will be displayed on your screen. This competition will be of famous case laws, legal rules, maxims, theories, and doctrines. To each participant, 3 images will be shown. Out of 3 images, participants can identify all 3 images within 30 seconds and explain any one of it within the time limits of 10 minutes. In case of case law, participants needs to explain the case law in the manner of introduction of the case, issues, and judgment. For each correct answer, there will be marks and the highest scorer will be the winner. Please type yes in the Zoom chat as a confirmation that you have read and well understood the rules of the event. VTS02, please type yes. Okay. Your time starts now. Your time is up, VTS02. Can you identify if any one of it?
Am I audible?
Yes. Are you able to identify if any one of it?
Uh, okay, I go with the three shots. Three shots that shook the nation.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's the KM Nanavati versus state of Maharashtra. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Carry on.
Yes, yes. It's the KM Nanavati versus state of Maharashtra. It's unique in its own nature. The case has it's like we have a particular based on movie also for this Rustam movie called Rustam, and also the facts of this case were uh, Kawaz Manik Shaw Nanavati, Commander Indian Navy, and second in commander of the naval ship Mysore, uh, uh, with his English-born wife Sylvia, in Mumbai. Nanavati was, frequently on the assignments, and in the meantime, Sylvia has fallen in love with his family friend, and on this particular, he got to know about this, and this first he has this particular this relationship between his wife and the another relation, and uh, and also that and after leaving that, he just at the time he reached the home, and just as we know this case, the three shot that shook the nation. He just three shots on the lover of her wife, and the case was this case particular, the proceedings, the main proceedings that we come to know is there was the nine jury consisting of two Parsis, two Christians, five Hindus at the Greater Bombay Session Court. On the basis of evidences presented, witness testimonies, which surprisingly we had a verdict of 8-1, that is of not guilty. He was charged with under Section 302 and of Indian Penal Code. However, the Bombay High Court, on the grounds that the acquittal which was made by the Session Court, that he made the view that the jury was very much biased with the media. So later on, the crux with the Nanavati shot Ahuja head of the movement, or whether it was a case like that it was a heat of the movement or it's a pre-mediated murder. So if it was a crime of passion, would not have been changed under the Indian Penal Code for culpable homicide. And this is because who could invoke of exceptions and of 4 of 300 of IPC to
Did you finish explaining your case law?
Yes, in this particular matter, the High Court agreed with the prosecution side that the murder was indeed premeditated, and hence sentenced Nanavati to life imprisonment for culpable homicide amounting to murder. Further, it was a Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court on further appeal upheld the High Court verdict. However, Nanavati was pardoned by then Governor of Bombay, Bombay Governor, which name was Vijay Lakshmi Pandit. Yes, that's it.
Okay. So judges, do you have any questions to ask him?
Yes. VTS 2. What is the difference between culpable homicide and murder?
I am not.
What is
I'm not
the
getting your voice.
difference
Sorry.
between? Hello, am I audible?
What is the difference between culpable homicide and murder?
Murder.
Okay. It's like it almost go with the intention that when we particularly talk about the culpable homicide and murder, it's generally go with the intention that first we come to the murder. The term murder generally means one person is killed by another person or a group of persons who has predetermined intention of killing that the person should be killed. At last, it is on the intention. So when we go with the murder, it's the predetermined intention of the person who is killing it. And secondly, if you go with the homicide, it supposedly is the homicide means of a man by a man, but here the major difference is the intention, and yes, and the major difference is the
Wait a minute,
intention.
I got the
And
VTS 2.
sorry,
I would like to ask you one more. I just
yes,
want to ask you whether sudden provocation would amount to murder or not.
sudden provocation amounts to murder or not?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, yes, if sudden provocation also, sir, it's generally be termed as uh, no, a sudden provocation of a fight doesn't amount to murder, sir.
So which
It
answer I
was
should take? The first one, yes, or the second one, no?
the second one, no, sir.
And your justification over that?
Justification is that it's a sudden provocation. That is, if a person two are engaged in a fight, that intention of being, in the engagement of the fight, they were not into the mind that I have to kill that person. And generally, it's all bound to the intention that if it's a sudden provocation, that the first statement which comes out is a sudden provocation, and the sudden provocation, it doesn't determine with the pre-intention of killing someone. So when we go with the term of sudden provocation, it itself means that the person was not intended or predetermined to kill that person. It was a sudden, and while in the engagement of the fight,
Fine,
accidentally
fine, I
or
got your
unknowingly,
answer.
the person.
Fine, I got your answer.
Okay.
Thank you, VTS02. Now you can leave the meeting and wait for your result.
Okay. And sorry, judges, sorry, team, I
And
was in the
result,
wrong way. Yes, I'm sorry for the delay for joining this.
no problem. The result will be declared tomorrow.
Okay, fine. Thanks.
Thank you.